Two, one.
Ready?
Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Incrowd815. 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 Incrowd815.
I'm pretty certain that this music's too loud, so I need to turn it down. And I'm also fairly certain, Tom, that Batman is probably really, really good with makeup. Seeing as he has to hide all those bruises when he's Bruce Wayne. I'm Greg. He's Tom. This is your Incrowd815 podcast for the first day of November, the year 2025.
The latest it has ever been in the history of mankind. Okay, so first of all, if the music's too loud, you're too old. Secondly, Batman's covered because in his utility belt, he has a makeup kit.
Oh, of course.
Along with a spare car, just in case he needs it. Oh, and that rope that they all climb up the Empire State Building with, got that in there too. I would love to have a Batman utility belt. My God, I would own the world.
That's awesome. His utility belt has
I'd be a millionaire. Oh, different movie.
Everything you could possibly need. We got a good show for you and the person still sleeping next to you. Maybe give him a nudge and say, hey, Greg and Tom are talking. It's time for that Incrowd815.
We got a new addition to the bear family.
What's that?
It's a bear. It's a big fluffy bear.
Okay.
What do you mean, what's that? What do you think it is?
Well, I wasn't sure. A grizzly bear. Okay, there we go.
Big old grizzly bear. I'll sit back like this. There you go.
Grizzly bear.
You got the bear paws. Sorry, you guys are going to lose tomorrow.
Grizzly bear needs a name. I don't know. What do we call the grizzly bear?
I don't know, but I had to go to Ortho, Illinois, which, by the way, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. They gave me another shot of cortisone because I got a torn rotator cuff. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an old football injury. No,
that's
only the brain is an old football injury. But I was going to go. You've seen my little Ortho bear, right? My little Ortho Illinois bear that I bring to trivia.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is. I think it's out in the other room. Anyway, I have named him because along with my torn rotator cuff, I have an inflamed bursa. Okay. So.
Sorry, bursa.
I named it. I went with a green shirt yesterday. In fact, it was this color, green shirt. And I was going to put Ortho, Illinois on it. And I was going to put the white wrap on and the white wrap on my foot. And I was going to go as Bursa Major. And my little bear was going to be Bursa Minor. That was what my costume was going to be for Ortho because I had to go there yesterday, get another shot. Anyway.
Little Astro reference there. Little out of this world
astrological, reference. Yeah.
Let's take us out of the world with this right here. Our current race to 10 is a race. It's tied at 1 apiece. And our big number of the week this week is 1,700. Oh my goodness, that's huge. Not really.
Wow.
1700. The answer this week is it paisley or paper?
Well, until you
Paisley
got to
or
the
paper?
options, I thought it was how many M&Ms did I eat yesterday?
Did you think you crossed the 1700 mark yesterday on the?
I know I crossed the 1700 mark. No, I'm kidding.
I do
I'm
like
really
the
kidding.
M&Ms. You know what? My unexpected, wonderful treat yesterday was the almond joy. I forgotten just how much I liked almond joys, and I had one of those yesterday that I was very happy to have in my mouth.
Okay. I prefer Mounds. I like the dark chocolate and the coconut. It is like, oh my God, it's like heaven. The almond joys are okay. They're milk chocolate and coconut. And I like that too. Don't get me wrong. And
Have they ever made almond joys with dark chocolate? I think they did once for a while.
They did. They were called. Almond
Joy Dark or something. I don't know.
No. I was actually there was another candy bar that came out with dark almond joy knockoffs and almond joy mounds knockoffs. What were they called? I forgot now. But anyway, I used to get those, and they didn't last very long. But anyway,
yummy, pretty.
I love M&Ms. One thing I can't stand is they keep messing with my M&Ms. I don't want peanut butter and cheese flavored M&Ms. I don't want lobster bisque M&Ms.
Oh gosh.
I don't want ketchup and cinnamon M&M. I want M&Ms.
Yeah, you kind of gross me out with that lobster bisque M&M thing. But
I know.
Peanut M&Ms.
Give them time.
Yes. The
peanut
caramel
M&Ms are my favorite.
Okay.
But any of the other ones, it's like Reese's and potato chips. I love potato chips. I love Reese cups, but Reese's with potato chips and pretzels? Come on. All you're trying to do is get more market share. Oh, I guess it's called capitalism, isn't it? And I'm a capitalist, so what the heck?
Yeah.
Anyway, but M&Ms, peanut M&Ms are my absolute favorite.
I do love me a good handful of peanut M&Ms.
I try not to buy them because I will eat the entire bag. And by the way, when it says share size, they're lying.
Don't think so.
Well, first of all, I don't share my M&Ms. I will if you ask me very nice. But they're not enough to share because it's a smaller bag.
They're not going to be offered, is what he's saying, basically. They're not going to be offered.
Unless you're very, very nice about asking me, and I will reluctantly share my M&Ms.
We have a special event coming up, and we're going to talk about that now with our friend Paulina. Our Incrowd815 annual Christmas party and fundraiser is coming up on Wednesday, December 3rd. It's our last event of the year. Is the Christmas party fundraiser at the beginning of December, and we try to hold that the first Wednesday of December every year. We've done that for years now, and this one is going to be Wednesday, December 3rd at the Ross Pearson VFW, which is at 922 7th Street in Rockford, and our host and sponsor for this is the lovely Paulina Zukowski from WLM and Associates Painting, and we bring her on the screen now to say good morning to you and good morning to you. And let's put you in the right spot and say good morning to you. How are you, Paulina?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Oh,
we are wonderful.
Awesome. It's another beautiful day in Northern Illinois. Are you in Northern Illinois?
I am in Galena working this weekend, and the deer came out to eat the acorns just across the street. And we've got about 2 acres here at the inn. So I get to see the deer in the morning before breakfast and then at night when sunset comes.
Oh my God.
It's like a
so
working
magical.
vacation.
Yeah, there's something so magical about a deer sighting. I love deer. I was real quick. I had to go to Dixon a month ago or so, and it was for bogeys. I had to do a trivia event, and as I was walking down the little pathway to go to the clubhouse entrance, there's a deer right there on like the 17th hole or whatever it was. And I looked at this guy and says, oh my God, look at that. He goes, yeah, it's common. They're here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. Like it was nothing new to him.
I've been here 4 seasons, and every single day that I'm here, I still get excited when I see them in the morning and at night.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Amazing. They are.
They're just beautiful.
And they're naturally friendly. This is what I love. We used to go to Dixon, White Pines Deer Park. We used to go there. My sister, mentally challenged, she lived at Dixon State School for a number of years. and we would go down and visit her once a month. So we would always stop at Dixon White Pines Deer Park, Lowell Park Road,
Yeah.
and White Pines Road, whatever. Anyway, we would always stop there and feed the deer. No, it was very good, very, very good memories. So, all right, carry on.
Nice.
Got to get a
Well-
little nature in the morning.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. Can we give a little plug for your B&B out there in Galena? You want to talk about it a little bit?
Yes. Oh, if you don't mind, that would be great.
Yeah.
So it's an old Victorian mansion. The name of it was Victorian Mansion, but during COVID, everybody had to book online. So they changed it to the Galena Inn. It was built in 1856. It's three stories. And then we have a carriage house out back. So we have 10 suites that we offer. The 3 in the carriage house are kind of Airbnb with partial and full kitchens. And you get to come and have a wonderful bed and breakfast experience. We're on 2 acres. So we have a wonderful, beautiful porches all around. And we're 2 streets above Main Street. So there's a staircase that takes you down to Main Street. So we're very close.
Nice.
And then you get to have someone cook you a fabulous breakfast each morning.
That's
wow.
awesome.
I was in Galena not long ago, and I think I know what you're talking about.
So we're just we're up the staircase from the DeSoto's Hotel.
Okay, I don't remember that, but we were there for like a blacksmithing event. And they were making little things for the grandkids at this big park right down there. I know I saw it because I saw a big building. I'm like, wow, that's really beautiful.
Where the schoolhouse is, the big clock tower on the schoolhouse, the old schoolhouse. I'm just a corner from that at the top of the hill.
That is so cool. It sounds like a great weekend getaway. One quick thing. You threw me when you said you had to change the name when COVID hit. How come?
Because if you didn't know, it was called Victorian Mansion, and the most common words searched when you're looking for something in Galena is Galena or Inn.
Oh, I got
Now
it.
we're called the Galena Inn.
Okay, that makes.
But if you
sense.
if you did know it was Victorian Mansion, if you typed it in, it will divert you to.
Gotcha. Okay, so it wasn't because of COVID necessarily. It's because COVID made times tough for a lot of people, and they couldn't find it. Okay, that makes more sense to me. My brain.
A lot of people refine their marketing to make sure
It really
was more
did.
effective. So,
And I also think that it made people they're online more now, as far as like ordering groceries, ordering food via internet. For pickup instead of calling or doing the drive-through. So yeah, I think it really, and also I think it changed marketing for the restaurants. I really think that they're doing more business because people have the convenience of ordering online and coming just to pick up or have delivery. I think it kind of was a blessing in some instances.
Right.
Wow.
Turn
your frown upside down.
Turn your frown upside down. Make a bad situation as best you can, and it ended up refining a lot of things for a lot of people. So
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool.
well, I know you got a lot going on in Galena today, so we want to keep things kind of short with you because of your situation there running the inn. So we want to get you back to what you're doing. So Paulina, tell us real quick again what WLM and Associates is, so people know what your main primary business is first.
WLM and Associates Painting. I was in the basketball floor industry for about 25 years. So I worked with wood, synthetic and polyurethane, vinyl, etc. So over time, I've always wanted to own my own company, which I thought would be the restaurant industry because I've been in the service industry as well for 40 years. Kind of glad I didn't do that. But so I decided to start my own painting company 8.5 years ago. And I can come in and transform your home, whether you're going to sell it or whether you're moving in or whether you've been there for a long time and you just want something, updated and brightened. It's amazing what a coat of paint will do. But I specialize in things like kitchen, bathroom cabinets. I can do things like your basement floors. I can do things like your back decks or your wood fences. I can even do the exterior of your home as well, whether it's vinyl, aluminum, or wood. I do a lot of lipstick on a pig, if you will, especially for selling, because then you can't have peeling paint. So I really spend a lot of time with some older homes, and I really do try to transform it and make it as nice as you can for a selling situation. But I really love to do transforming your kitchen, I guess, and your bathroom is like my main thing. From working with realtors over the years, they say you can spend $25,000, $30,000, $40,000 to remodel your kitchen. But when you sell the house, you really don't get a big return on that. And you only get maybe, $8,000 or 10 back when you sell. So I always tell people, if your kitchen is logistically functional and your cabinets are in fairly good shape, I can come in and refinish them, or I can come in and paint them. And also what I do as well is I can take the doors off site, work on at the shop with them. So your kitchen is not in disarray. Your kitchen is still usable and functional during the project. So it's about a 2-week project as opposed to a, who knows, 3, 4, 6 months with a kitchen remodel.
It's always 2 weeks, Paulina. It's always 2 weeks.
Yes, it's always 2 weeks.
Until it's
so
not.
I'm really able to let you keep your space functional while I'm transforming your space as well.
Mm-hmm. 2 idioms we always use. It's always 2 weeks, and it tastes like chicken.
It tastes like chicken, right?
There you go.
It's always that way. Well, when we put out the call to help us with our December plans for this year, you stepped up right away and said, "Hey, I really want to raise money for Veteran Smile. And if you don't mind, can we do the Christmas party for that?" And after looking into what Veteran Smile does and who they are, it's like, yeah, this is a no-brainer. This is great. So tell us a little bit about your involvement with Veterans Smile and what we'll be doing on December 3rd.
Well, as you know, we all donate. We're all in business. We're all in small business, and we all know one another. And some are veterans owned, some are just community members, some have family members in the military. We have a really tight-knit veteran supporting group in Rockford across the board in many different capacities of small business. And we do Veterans Drop-In Center. We do the Vets Roll. We support all sorts of those types of organizations in our local area. And I ran across the Veteran Smile program probably 5 to 7, maybe it's been 7 years now. Time goes by so quickly. However, they were doing a big fundraiser at Don Carter one day, and I felt that they needed someone to MC this situation as I attended. They had a booth where you came up and bought 50-50 tickets. People were in the dunk tanks, but things were just real quiet. So I grabbed the microphone. I emceed and got people together to dunk people in the dunk tank, to spend that money to raise, for the foundation. So then I grabbed a roll of 50-50 tickets with some cash, and I ran through the entire area of Don Carter selling raffle tickets 50-50. And I did it twice during that day. So I just really got people upbeat. I really enjoy fundraising and making it fun as well. Well, we haven't heard about Vet Smile for quite some time, which I really thought, gosh, what happened to where did the program go? What happened? Is anything going on with it? And the VA doesn't cover dental. Medicare and Medicaid don't cover dental. So this program kind of fell to the wayside. So I really thought it was important, as we do support our other local charities. I thought this one needed some attention because it's kind of fallen to the wayside and not many people are aware of the program. So I really thought this would be an ideal event to really showcase this. And it's a statewide program, and it helps our local veterans as well as many veterans across the state as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And it's, we hear a lot about different veterans programs, and there's just so many cracks. There's so many falling through the cracks because there's so many needs out there that are not being met. So it's nice that this group has stepped forward and say, hey, you know what, we can help vets that need, they can't afford some dental situations, some dental work. And we want to make sure that happens for them. And this has been, do you have a rough idea of how long the Veteran Smile program has been around? I don't remember seeing
I'm sorry, I don't know exactly when it started. I can't see. I apologize. I don't know that
anymore.
Information.
Vetsmile.org is the website. And for this event on December 3rd, like a lot of our Incrowd815 events, it is free to attend. This one will have an optional dinner purchase option. So if someone wants to purchase a dinner ticket or donate something to be raffled off that night, how should people get in touch with you and make that happen?
I've been sending out flyers. I have it on my Facebook page as well under my name. Basically WLM Associates Painting, and I have my phone number on the flyer, which is 815-315-7717. So we're looking for Sassy Mac Boys is catering. I got Jim Thomas to do a little DJ for us, Christmas music and such. We want to do some 50-50 raffles and ways to donate. You can do vetsmile.org directly. You can buy dinner tickets. You could donate a basket. or you can do a table sponsorship. So if you buy a table sponsorship, you can have your company logo at the table, and that gets you 6 dinner tickets.
6 dinners for the price of 5 right there, friends.
6 dinners for the price of 5. Yes.
There you go. So if you got $100 burning a hole in your pocket, buy a table at this event. It's going to be a lot of fun. 5:30 to 8:30, December 3rd at the Ross Pearson VFW. And that's at 922 7th Street in Rockford, not to be confused with 7th Avenue. So make sure you're
Yes. Yes. Especially if you're not familiar with Rockford. When I first moved here, it really took me a while to figure out how everything worked together that way.
I'm a realtor, Paulina, and I still forget. I still have to admit, which way do the streets go? Which way do the avenues go? Streets go north and south. Avenues
east and west.
Yes, I've acquired that knowledge over time.
The only reason I know that is because 11th Street. Because 11th Street runs north and south. That reminds me. Okay, all the streets in Rockford go north and south, and the avenues east and west. So we had a really, really great event this past Thursday night, and wanted to give a shout out right off the bat here this morning too, to Angela Larson and her staff at Sunset Funeral Home and Memorial Gardens. I know what some people might be thinking, and that might be like, really? You had an event at a cemetery? It was so much fun and very respectful. I asked her when she agreed to do this, if she wouldn't mind pointing out to people that my father-in-law, who served in the Navy, is buried there at Sunset. And she put up a special American flag at his gravesite for us during the hayride, so people could see exactly where my father-in-law is laid to rest. And that's
amazing.
I try not to ask for too many personal things, and I was just a request if she could do it. If not, I was perfectly fine. That was pretty darn special. So
that was really amazing. And when my mom passed away when I was 30, she was 49, and I had small children at the time. I was in the Marine Corps at the time as well. But and we always do pre-planning for deploying and such, but you never really think about the end of life situation until something like that happens. I worked for companies where I didn't have a retirement plan. So I started a retirement plan. I bought, I have a cemetery plot at Sunset that I paid $4,200 for. Now it's worth like $26,000.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But I've already planned, everything that needs to take place. I have life insurance, but even though it's paid for, I made sure that I had life insurance in case something happened to me, the children would be. And I know it's a really difficult thing for people to talk about, but it's very important. And especially for me, my grandparents and parents passed away when I was young. My children don't know Grandma and Grandpa's actual name. They don't know my, but the history of where I was in the Marine Corps and what I did. They just knew I was in the Marine Corps, that type of thing. They don't know my parents' actual, like, full, proper names. They just know them as Grandma and Grandpa, or, Popcha, Gigi, that type of thing. So, and I even talk with them too, as far as, do you want to be cremated? Do you want to be buried? Medically, do you want to, you need a medical power of attorney, a financial power of attorney. Those are two separate things, so I talk to my children about that all the time, just to say, hey, what do you want? And it's you really have to pre-plan, especially if you have children, of course.
Yeah. They did
such a great job. They
got a great setup over there at Sunset, and there's at some point they will have sold out their lot. There are
yes, they have hardly any more room.
They are filling up there. However, they did clear out some buildings recently to make some more room at the back part of their property there, and it's just it is pretty a special thing here in the parks area. So again,
and it's very beautiful there.
It's beautiful.
Yes. So what happens when they run out of space?
I have a really interesting suggestion, and I don't know how this would go. Would you take all of the graves that are 100 years old, 75 years? I mean, no relatives are probably around, at least not the kids or anything like that. And then you sell them back to, hey, we're going to give you $1,000 for this plot, and we're going to exhume the body, cremate it, whatever. And then we have new space.
I'm sure they got some plan.
I don't think that would work, because cremation in some religions is not acceptable. So I don't.
Well, no, right. But then they would just say, no, can't do it. But it's for those who say, oh, okay. I mean, what you're doing is
an idea.
Well, you could probably take half of, because most everything prior to, I don't know, 60s or 70s, cremation wasn't really a thing back then. It's becoming a thing now. So that was just my suggestion. This way the family gets a little bit of time, and then the ashes can go in an urn, so they'll always have great 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 grandpa or whatever. Because some of these cemeteries, like near where I live off of Halstead, Maine, down a little bit. We got the Greenwood Cemetery,
Right.
and I think it's Greenwood or Scandinavian. I don't know. It's Greenwood.
Oh.
Greenwood. That's
Greenwood.
right. Anyway, that's a very old cemetery. I mean, we're talking. I go golfing. And as I'm going down hole number 8, I'm kind of looking at the thing. Oh, George, whatever his name was, died in 1932 or something. Wow, we're talking almost 100 years ago. And I'm pretty much sure that George's family's not around anymore. So find some relatives, great grandkids that would say, yeah, sure. I mean, we didn't know great grandpa George anyway. No. I think it would be a worthwhile idea to explore. You're not doing anything disrespectful because it's, I don't know, nobody's coming to visit it anymore. It's more maintenance. I should do the maintenance anyway. It was just my suggestion. I thought maybe it'd be a good way to kind of turn over, bad pun, no pun intended, turn over some of the land, whatever. Seriously, didn't mean that.
I'm sure they got some sort of plans in place for that sort of situation, but I do know that the late great Pastor Josh Yang is laid to rest right there along the eighth.
Really, he was such a good man.
Yes, he was. Yes.
Oh my God, he was such a good man.
Well, Incrowd815.com. If you want to go, there's our events there. Have the links to this event and all the other upcoming events too. So check out Incrowd815.com, and we hope to see everybody December 3rd. For this special event, our Christmas fundraiser, Christmas party and fundraiser, raising funds for Veteran Smile, and just celebrating a great season of Incrowd815 networking group events. We had a great season this year with a lot of fun, different things that we tried to do, and most of them worked.
Most of them worked, for sure.
Most of them worked. And we did announce at Thursday night's event that all of our 2026 dates for networking group events are full, except for next October. And then next year's Christmas party and fundraiser. So the October and December events are the only two that are not currently spoken for.
That's amazing.
It's been a great coming together here in the last couple of months. So,
could I say one more thing?
One more thing before
for people that might want to donate gift baskets and they don't want to make a basket. If they give me a call, I have Miss Diva Custom Made who makes gifts and baskets.
DIVA, the Diva gal, she makes these awesome baskets.
Yeah, so if you give me a call, I will give you her contact information and you can set it up with her. Tell her the monetarily amount that you'd like to spend, and she will put together a basket that all you have to do is pick it up, or sometimes she will deliver. And no fuss, no muss. Also, if you just need a great gift idea for any occasion, give her a call as well. And I could, I invited her to InCrowd recently, but she had a prior engagement.
She's come to our Rockford Link lunches before.
Oh, great.
I think she has come to at least one InCrowd event in the past, but she's got a different schedule. So some of our folks might've met her at a Rockford Linked lunch, which we do the second Friday of every month. And if I remember right, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember right, any dollar amount she can work with, but if you got like a $50, $100, or a $200 type of budget, she can really put together something pretty cool and special.
Absolutely.
So, and of course, if you want to go bigger than that, go bigger than that. If you have to go a little bit smaller, she can work with that too. So, check out, Paulina's got the information, the contact information for the Diva baskets. So check that out. All right, let's see if we can do this.
It's time for Tom's Trivia Challenge on the Incrowd815 podcast. Good luck.
I'm hoping Tracey's available to join us for our trivia challenge and to help us out with some trivia questions, because between Paulina and myself and Tracey, we're going to see if we can get a perfect score on all 7 questions that Tom has prepared for us this morning. Tracey's camera's not on.
Theme for a little bit.
Tracey, is your microphone on? Can we hear you? Hello, Tracey. Oh, there she is.
Tracy.
Morning.
Hi, Tracey.
Good morning.
There we go.
Hey, long time no see, Tracey.
Yeah, it was just the other day in my office.
It was. Wonderful organization you got out there. Cindy is awesome.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh, my goodness.
She's a rock star.
Here's what I love about her. she will sit there and she will like, well, let's check this. Well, let's make a phone call. Let's do this. Let's do that. And boom, I got what she had planned out for me. It all worked out. Oh my God, she's
Excellent.
phenomenal. So
Good,
anyway.
good. Thank you, Tom.
Awesome.
I'll pay you later.
Thank you. I Snickers bars, Mounds, and Butterfingers.
Got it.
I had a few of them while I was there in the office. Said he wasn't looking. I'm like, grab another one. Anyway, are you ready for some trivia?
Now we're working together,
Sure.
ladies. We're all working together to try to score
Okay.
points on Tom's trivia this week. So let's see if we can score some points. And in the meantime, I'll scroll on the bottom of the screen our big number of the week so people are reminded it's time to put their guesses in the comment section of what they think the big number of the week is.
Oh, I don't think I put my guess in there yet. I'm still.
I'm sorry. What's the big number of the week?
1,700 is the big number, and the answer this week is paisley or paper. So put paisley or put paper in as your guess as to what you think the big number has something to do
It's
with.
something that we do. Him and I do. It's not necessarily. I mean, it's part of the show, obviously, but I have to guess what it is. He already knows the answer, so he's got the leg up on me. But it's my guess that determines whether I win the point or he wins the point. But sometimes it's regular. Sometimes, once in a while, he throws a real
He
zinger in there.
expects me to try to put some teaser information in there, and I don't. I'm not that kind of a guy. So
Oh yeah, like the one that was supposed to be walking, and you said vaulting.
vaulting. I thought that was
Yeah.
hilarious.
I'm still sore about that one. All right, moving on. It's time for some trivia. Here we go, folks. Here we go. I'm going to give you the categories first: TV, bones, Shakespeare or country music, movies, literature, spelling, and local trivia. You guys are going to do well on this quiz. I know you are.
All right.
All right, here we go. Kelly Clarkson, this TV. Kelly Clarkson won the very first American Idol in 2002. Who did she beat? Was it Clay Aiken or Justin Guarini?
I think it was Clay. Oh. No.
Clay Aiken was on Ruben Studdard's year, so it's Justin.
Oh, yes. I do remember.
It is
Remember,
Justin.
They made a movie, Justin Loves Kelly or something like that. After the American Idol season, they were playing off the whole popularity of the show and taking off.
It was something like Justin to Kelly or something. I
Justin-
remember that.
Yeah, it was bad.
My niece.
But Kelly's going on to
huge-
be an amazing entertainer.
Oh
Yes.
my God, she is wonderful. She is absolutely wonderful. And music is great too. And her show, I don't watch it a lot, but I've seen it a few times. Yes, absolutely. Justin Guarini. That was 2002. Clay Aiken lost to Ruben Studdard in 2003. All right. How many bones? This is bones or anatomy or whatever you want to call it. How many bones are in an adult human body? Now, I'm going to give you two options because this is the first three questions, always two options. Is it 206 or 236?
I'm going to say 236 is my guess.
Okay, let's go with. I knew it. He ended both of them with a 6. If one of them had been a different number, I'd have been.
I know. He's
'cause I knew
tricky.
it ended in a 6, but I don't know. Anyway, we're going with that one, buddy.
Okay. Is everybody in agreement with what are you going with?
236.
If you change the 3 to a 0, you'd get it. It's 206.
Oh.
Wah,
Wah,
wah.
wah, wah.
Sorry. All right, Shakespeare or a country song? Here we go. I'm going to give you the stanza, the line, whatever you want to call it, and you tell me if it's a Shakespeare play or a country song.
Shakespeare play or a country song. All right.
Yeah, here we go. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon her door, and soon they'll carry him away.
It's a country song.
That's a country song.
Yeah, what gave
That's
it away?
Tammy Wynette. What was his name?
George Jones.
George Jones. Yes.
He
George
stopped
Jones.
loving her today. I couldn't
please.
take that part of it out.
Little karaoke
Yeah, no.
this morning too.
Yeah, I promise I'll
Right?
never sing again. Wow, that was awful. I need more coffee. That's what I need. No, I need less coffee. Very good on that one.
George
Yeah, that
Jones.
was George Jones. Wow. All right. Movies. Which actor played Harry Dunn in the film Dumb and Dumber? You basically got two to choose from, but I'm not giving you options on this one.
Jeff Daniels.
Bingo. I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you
Good
guess
job,
yourself out of
Paulina.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
I'm somewhat of a movie buff.
Well, it's a great movie. I know it lives up to its name. It's Dumb and Dumber. But it's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen because it takes you away for 2 hours and you can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. Oh my god! It's just I always feel like 7 or 8 IQ points lower after I watch it, but it's well worth it. I
It's
just eat some
entertaining.
chocolate
Oh,
and it raises back up.
Oh
Just
yeah.
read some trivia or something. All right, here we go. Here we go with literature. Who wrote the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
Baum is Wizard of Oz, right?
Wizard
Baum.
of Oz.
right. Yeah.
No, Frank Baum.
Oh, man.
Factory. Come on, somebody help us out on Facebook. Where's our help?
Right.
Can we phone? Can we phone a
Anybody
I
on
was gonna say,
Instagram?
We should call Lynn. She would know.
Oh my
If
god.
You know,
if
I
you can
just,
phone
I
a
actually
friend in the
just
next-
watched that the other day.
Did you?
I actually just watched that with one of our clients. Yeah.
If you can phone a friend in the next 30 seconds, go for it. I don't care.
I don't remember the dude's name. I'm
I will give you his initials. R.D.
RD.
Yep.
RD. Oh, that
Last
doesn't help.
name Dahl. D.
Yes.
D-E-H-L.
Ah.
Doll.
Well, Dahl is correct. I'm going to give it to you. That wasn't a very big hint, but it's Roald Dahl. R-A-L-D. A lot of people. I've asked this question before a time ago, and somebody would hit Ronald Dahl. But if you get the last name, I'll usually give it to you. Unless you're like, which president served the shortest amount of time? If you put down Harrison, I'm going to say, well, was it William Henry or was it Benjamin?
Oh, right.
9th president or the 23rd president? So,
Mhm.
and I think Benjamin. No, doesn't work. Anyway, all right. Spelling. How many E's are there in the word cemeteries? Cemeteries.
Ooh,
Pluralized.
cemeteries, pluralized. So 3,
Cemeteries.
right? Cemetariess. Does it sound like 3?
3? Sounds like 3.
4. It's 4.
It is correct. 4.
It is
Grace
4.
got it 4.
Yep.
Okay.
Very good. Very
Oh,
good.
because it's an E-T-E-R-E. Yes.
Yes.
4.
Yes. Yes. That's a tough one because
It's not a Terry.
I thought, yes, because when you say it, though, you say cemetery. It always
Right.
sounds like cemetery. Whenever I'm doing trivia, I try to pronounce it
Cemetery, yeah.
exactly the way it's
Cemeteries.
pronounced. And I've always, cemetery. Of course, Terry, like my friend Terry, isn't spelled Tarry. So,
True.
but Terry, like, don't be late. That would be Tarry. But anyway, so, all right,
Only
you
in
guys.
English.
Yeah, you guys are 5-1. Here we go.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Local trivia. Yeah, I'm looking back. Did you get? Yeah, you got them all right so far. Yeah, except for the one. All right, local trivia. This one will probably be the easiest one of all. The McChesney Park Mall officially opened in October of 1979. What occupied the land before the mall was built?
It was an airport.
Yes, it was.
Absolutely, it was.
Was it called McChesney Park Airport or was it something
Yeah,
else?
It was.
It
Yeah,
was.
McChesney.
I thought it had a.
Because the guy's name was McChesney, right? So
It was
named
Fred
after
McChesney.
McChesney.
Oh, I
Fred
didn't know that
McChesney.
part.
Yeah, it was the McChesney Park Airport. They may have called it like the airstrip or whatever, but it was McChesney Park Airport or whatever. So,
Nice.
all right, that's it. 6-1, pretty doggone good. And the only one you missed was
The bones.
The bones.
the bones. There you go.
Six.
That's
So
the
we'll
one I was
never
looking
forget that. We'll know
Right,
that for
we'll all
next
know
time.
it.
at. Yeah. I saw a
Okay.
shirt. I saw a shirt at Walmart. I almost bought it. It was only $3. It was a Halloween shirt. It was a skeleton grabbing the spine from another skeleton, and he's laying on the thing. He goes, "I got your back." He has 205 bones. So
Yeah.
205 would have been acceptable if you were like wearing a shirt, you know.
Well, I know you got stuff to do, Paulina, so we need to let you go. But thanks for jumping on. Thanks for sponsoring the December 3rd event. We're looking forward to being with you and all the folks at the Ross Pearson VFW post on 7th Street.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Street.
7th
Right.
Street. Yes.
7th Street. And Paulina, say hi to my nephew, Jim Thomas.
I will.
DJ. If
Our
it's the same
DJ.
one. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Jimmy is my nephew. So
922 7th Street. There we go. It's on the flyer.
Yes. Well, thank you for having me. I have to go serve breakfast for the inn. But if you, I'm going to keep the podcast on so I can listen. But I just have to run and serve some people, some hungry guests.
They got some power shopping to do today downtown Galena.
They do, and it's a lot of hills and a lot of stairs. So I gotta
I'll
feed
be
them.
there in an hour.
All right. I'll see you
Thanks,
soon.
Paulina.
All right. Bye. Tracey, it was
Bye-bye.
nice to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We are so thrilled that once again, Medicare 411 and Tracey Fults have stepped up to say, we want to keep doing this mass karaoke trivia contest and we want to make it bigger and better than ever. And that's what we have done. Thank you so much, Tracey, for sponsoring the $5,000 grand prize for the big event.
My pleasure. My
And
pleasure.
it's going to be a lot of fun. We've expanded this whole thing. We're taking it to Tabala. And
Yay!
yeah, the folks at Tabala are excited to be hosting this thing too. So for those who don't know what Medicare 411 is, let's start there. Okay. When people ask you, what is Medicare 411, what do you tell them when you talk to them for the first time?
We're an independent individual health insurance agency, and we assist people in putting in place primarily Medicare plans, but under 65 health insurance as well.
Okay.
We don't do auto, we don't do home, we just do health.
All health. And if somebody for some reason doesn't qualify for any of the Medicare plans, you can help them with something else.
Well, we direct them. Yeah.
Okay.
So for example, if somebody qualified for Medicaid through the state system that wherever they live, we would give them instructions on how to apply for that.
Okay.
But primarily we work with people that are qualified and eligible for Medicare.
Gotcha. And how many agents work out of your office now?
We have 17 total across the country.
Nice. And Tom and I have met a few of them and worked with one specifically here in Rockford.
Yeah.
So shout out to Cindy and all the great work she's done for my mother-in-law and Tom's folks there too. So when you got this idea to start Medicare 411, you had already been selling insurance previously, correct?
I've actually been in the health insurance industry for almost 30 years. Medicare 411 is I say it's a 30-year overnight success.
Yep.
It took me several times to finally hone down the model to get it where I wanted. So,
Well,
my agents are all independent business owners, which is what I had in my head I wanted to do, but I had other individuals involved in the other iterations that didn't quite see my vision. So finally in 2017, I was able to launch 411, and now we've got it right.
That's awesome. Can you kind of equate what you do with the insurance? Is it similar to what the real estate industry is like? Because I'm an independent realtor, but I do have to have my license under a broker and at a brokerage. Someone has to manage my transactions. That's how they got it set up, which is fine. Is that kind of how the insurance industry works too?
It doesn't have to work that way, Greg, but it works better that way if you have basically somebody with my experience and my background and my training ability to assist you as you are launching your business. Plus all of the information that I have up here and have created multiple processes over the years to try to manage how to go through this.
Yeah.
We assist people retiring and turning 65, but we also have this crazy thing right now called open enrollment. So during this very minute part of the year,
Yeah. How many weeks
thousands of it's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's from October 15th through December 7th. And we literally see thousands of people in that time frame to try to get them up and running for what 2026 looks like this year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Th-
it's a little wild. It's kind of like a tax season, but it's shorter.
Is that like 3 weeks?
No. It's
October
let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks.
7.
7 weeks.
Okay, 7 weeks. So
Yeah,
it's
it
less,
is like December 15th or something
sev-
like that. December
December
7th?
7th.
December
7th,
7th.
yeah. December 7th.
So in less than 2 months, everyone that has these programs, if they want to make any changes, has to do it now.
Right.
And if they've never enrolled before, they have to do it now.
No, they have their own enrollment period if they're turning 65 or retiring.
Oh, okay.
But we get a lot of that during this time frame because a lot of individuals retire at the end of the year, right? So
Right.
they're coming to see us now, getting ready for January 1.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. So again, total layperson that doesn't know anything about insurance and that sort of thing. Is there what is the typical your most average client that comes into the office, the questions that they have? What are the top 1 or 2 or 3 questions that everyone seems to have that you help them figure out for themselves?
The biggest concern is that they're going to make a mistake.
Right.
They're like, this is like a do or die decision, and I can never change it again. Which is not true.
Yeah.
On top of that, Medicare makes it way more complicated than it really is.
Amen.
And out. It's very difficult to decipher. That's why I call our people translators. We literally
Yes.
translate this crazy language I call Medicare. But on the top 1 or 2, 3 things is what's it going to cost? How does it work? And when do I have to do things by? Because the word penalty gets thrown around everywhere when you read
Yeah.
anything about Medicare.
I don't want to be penalized. Help me.
Right. I don't want to have to pay more.
Keep me from
Well,
getting
that was why I
penalized.
appreciated Cindy so much because she's so thorough. And she had
Yes.
told me about that. She said, and she also reassured me, like, no. You can go back and make the adjustment if you need to or
Yep.
whatever. So you're right. People are afraid because they just don't know. But so once again, shout out to Cindy.
Yay, Cindy.
Yeah.
Is there special training that your agents have to take to be considered a Medicare expert?
Yes. In addition to having an insurance license, we have to go through training every single year. It's called certifications. Not only do we have to have certifications specific to Medicare, we have to have certifications for every single company we represent. So that amounts to hundreds, basically.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. And
Yeah.
every single year, we have to go through it every single year.
Okay. Wow.
There's a lot involved.
In case anybody was thinking about getting into the insurance industry, thinking easy peasy, no, it takes a lot of work. It's a lot
It
to
is a lot of
study.
work. And most of my agents did not get into this business specifically for the money. It's a very rewarding type of work that we do because we're helping people with something that's very important to them. In addition, we're there when things happen and they
Right.
need help.
Right.
I was
So
going to say, we know
most
we
of
were
our
in radio for a number of years. You don't go into it for the money. You go into it because it's
no,
fun.
it's for what you're providing to the community.
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, is there anything else about Medicare 411 that we want to make sure we talk about today? Is there anything we didn't ask you about the business that
I don't think so.
I want to make sure we cover?
Just know that we're here if you need us.
And you've got
That's what I
your
always
office
tell
there
people.
on Harrison,
Yep.
which is basically
As you can
across the
see-
street from the post office.
It's the Brian Boyer building. We're in the lower level of it.
And it's nicely updated. The parking lot's been nicely updated, so you can
It's
turn right in
beautiful,
and
isn't
go
it?
down to the lower level right off the street now instead of
Yep,
having to drive
yep.
around the building.
Well,
which is
except
nice.
the other day I went to pull out and I pulled back out and then I went right and I'm like, oh, there's not an exit here. There's only one
Nope, you
entrance
gotta
and
go that
exit.
way.
The problem is my power steering in my car is out. I'm buying a new car
Oh,
within the next
no.
couple of weeks. I don't want to spend $150, $200 on a power steering pump when I'm getting rid of the car. So I'm like cranking
Gotcha.
it with a torn rotator cuff. Oh my God.
Oh,
Tom needs an Uber.
Tom,
Get that
You need
man
an
an
you
Uber.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Greg, you've got 17 jobs. Is Uber one of them?
I have never done Uber. I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I'm not saying I would never do it. It's crossed the mind occasionally. Hey, some realtors and I bet insurance agents get clients by driving Uber. You know, they say, by the way,
would
this is
imagine.
my
Well,
number
well,
one
not
job."
only that, if you have to pick up somebody that's coming from out of town and you're the Uber driver, what better way? You know,
Yeah, that's
that
right.
might look a little weird. Like,
Talk
yeah.
about your captive audience. I'm going to tell you all about
That's
my real estate
right.
business right now.
By the way, I'm also your real estate guy.
That's right. That's
My son did Uber for a while, just trying to get some extra money, and some of the stories he could tell. Oh my God,
right.
some of them are great stories
Go
to tell.
wild,
Some of
huh?
them are really bad, really bad. Like somebody gets in the car and they're like, "I think I might have to hurl." I'm like,
Oh,
get out, no.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Well, we have, again, a big event coming up here on November 13th, our mass karaoke trivia contest for the
yay.
third time. And it was a year ago in October that we tried this for the first time. And I honestly didn't know if it would work. I thought it would be fun, but I wasn't sure if it would be fun enough and engaging enough that people would want to come back and do it again. And that's the trick for a lot of these events that happen yearly, like the Rockford, Dancing with the Rockford Stars and the Chocoholic Frolic and all these things that you want to come, you can't wait for it to come back again next year because it's so much fun
Right.
and it's so delicious
Yeah.
and everything's fun. So trying this last year, which the idea sprung from the fact that the networking group event that Tracey was going to host at Medicare 411 last year happened to fall on Halloween. And we
Yep.
knew that wasn't going to work. It just, no, we're not going to have enough people show up and let's do something else. We either change the dates or whatever. We talked about doing a costume karaoke party, which that was the direction we were going until this idea, and I fell off my toilet and hit my head on the seat and the flux
Is that where that
capacitor.
came from?
No,
That's right.
the flux capacitor.
Marty, 1.21 gigawatts. Marty, what was I thinking?
Oh, but I honestly don't even remember where the idea came from exactly, other than I'm a big fan of the Masked Singer television show. And I thought it would be kind of fun to do maybe a masked karaoke contest. But with Tom's trivia stuff, I was like, we got to combine these things. There's got to be some way to do that. So I looked all over the country to try to find someone doing something similar. And I found one person in the Washington, D.C. area that was doing a combined karaoke trivia contest. And I kind of took a look at what they were doing. And I was like, okay, that's kind of fun for the corporate side of things, but I bet we can morph this into something that turns into a fundraiser for not-for-profits. And that's what was born into this, where teams are playing not for themselves, not for their businesses, but for their favorite not-for-profit.
And that's when you had me hooked.
And that's when I was like, okay,
Yep.
this is where it's at. And we had
Have
a
you
team in
gotten a letter
$1,000
from
last
their attorney yet saying we want royalties?
I don't remember the guy's name. He was a DJ like me. I mean, he was just one of these guys that does DJ events and event sound and stuff like that. I don't even remember the name of what he called it. There wasn't a hook. It was that he was doing it different, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
So I kind of I had enough of encouragement that I think we have something here to try, worth trying. And the winning team last year in October won $1,000 for the Rockford Rescue Mission, and it really went well. It went really, really, really well. So we tried it again in April. We upped the price to $2,000, and we had 12 teams competing. We had a team win $2,000 for Rock House Kids, and that was the ultimate proof of concept that everything worked really well. So when I asked Tracey if she was ready to take this up a notch, because we have this really, really big goal. We used to call these BHAGs back in the day, BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goals. Set a big goal that you don't think is attainable, but maybe is. Just maybe if you stretched enough, you could get to it. And I said, Tracey, I think we can do this at the Coronado and give away a $10,000 grand prize someday. And she's like, yep, let's do it. Was it you? I don't know if it was you or if it was somebody else in our in-crowd group, but somebody said, Greg, why not 100,000?
That wasn't me, but I'm with you.
And I said, thank you for
Dang.
your faith in this. And thank you for your vision in this. My vision isn't there yet, but I feel it. Let's,
Well,
yeah.
think
You
about
give
this.
away.
We went from
Go ahead.
1,000 to 5 in a year.
Yes.
Yeah. I was going to say, you give away $100,000. That makes national news, dude. But also let me remind you of this. Once you set the bar that high, you can't go back. So
I know.
growing in increments, I think, is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And that's
And
why
maybe you,
the 5-year goal, the 5-year plan was to somehow get this into the Coronado Theater, have 12 teams competing to win $10,000. And I think we're on our way. We've got to 5 this year.
yeah.
Next
I'm
year,
not sure that's going to take 5 years. I think it's going to take
maybe
a
not.
lot less than that.
I don't know. All I know is we've set this machine in motion and it's running. And as long as we don't completely start throwing wrenches into it, I think it's going to keep running. So nothing is set in stone for next year's event yet. So I won't have any big announcements on November 13th as far as what next year's calendar will look like for this event. Just know that the seed's been planted, it's been growing well, and I think next year it's going to bloom to even something bigger and better and fantastic. So
And I actually, when Tom was in the office the other day, I said, "Now you're not going to be real tough on us this year, right?" As far as the trivia.
Well, I tell you what, the questions I had today are along the same lines. You guys got 6 out of 7. So
I think
That's
we'll be
right.
fine.
one of the things I do with trivia, I never want people to go kicking the dirt going, man, we suck. We're stupid. I never want that. This is not about testing your IQ. This is about having fun, getting together for a good cause. The trivia is secondary. The
Right.
raising money, raising funds for said organization, that is the primary goal.
Yes.
The karaoke and the trivia are both secondary. I do not want to trick anybody or anything like that. But I'm not going to make
no
it so
trick
easy,
questions.
like, how do you spell M&Ms? I mean, it might be a little too easy.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of M&M talk this morning. I think I need some M&Ms.
I know.
I think you must need some. I have some in my office, Tom.
Oh, I got a big bag just in the other room. The other reason I don't
Okay.
have them right now is because I don't want to take these off and go. That would be
Gotcha.
rude.
I do get to announce today, and very, very excited to announce today, that we do have our 12th team signed up. So we are full. All 12
Yay! That's
tables
marvelous.
are full. So one of these 12 teams that are signed up to play in the Mask Karaoke Trivia Contest on November 13th, one of them will win $5,000 courtesy of Medicare 411 for their not-for-profit. And it's going to help them out immensely. I mean, there's a lot of these not-for-profits. Some of them are pretty big. Some of them are pretty small.
Yeah.
But 5,000 goes a long ways to doing a lot of great work.
And we're very happy
Tell
to
them,
do
Greg,
that.
It's me and my teddy bear rescue organization. So, I can't sing, but doggone it. We're so cute here.
Your bears can't even lip sync. Get them out of here.
Whatever.
So we got some great businesses sponsoring these 12 teams to play. And we also have some awesome businesses that are helping this event take place. Obviously, the prize money is the big thing, the $5,000, thanks to Medicare 411. We also have our friends from Gemini Solar stepping up, and they're sponsoring a $1,000 prize to the top scoring trivia team that doesn't win the grand prize.
Awesome.
So if the team that wins the grand prize also had the most trivia points scored, they're not getting this extra 1,000. It's the next team that scored the most trivia will get the 1,000.
That's awesome. I love that.
And then our newer friends here from Waldom Electronics, they stepped up a year ago, or I should say in April for the last event. They've also put forward a $1,000 prize for the top scoring karaoke performance of the night that doesn't win the grand prize. And
Wonderful.
so we've got 3 big prizes, $7,000 going to be given out on November 13th. We've
Very
also had
exciting.
some great sponsors step up to make this all happen, including our team table snack sponsors, Iverson Painting. Thank you, Paul, and Envoy Mortgage, the Jessica Riley mortgage team at Envoy Mortgage. Thanks to Jess and Paul for helping to make that happen. Our trivia master sponsors for this event are JW Innovative Coaching and Haas Towing. They're jumping on board as well. So thanks to Justin, and thanks to at JW, and thanks to Nicole over at Haas Towing for sponsoring our trivia guy
That's right.
right over there. Our karaoke DJ, karaoke queen, is being sponsored by Quest 7 and by Swift. And you might or may not be familiar with the Swift organization, but they are the Southwest Ideas for Today and Tomorrow. They're actually a not-for-profit. So they're not playing in this event, but they wanted to get their name out there to let people know that they exist and they're doing stuff in the Southwest region of Rockford. So thanks to Swift, the Southwest Ideas for Today and Tomorrow, for jumping on board, Rudy Valdez and his team over there for making this happen too. And then our friends at Quest 7. Our lighting sponsor, thanks to our lighting tech sponsor, Shane Worley, the marketing one. Shane's a marketing guy here in the area. And then our photographer sponsor is the Waterman, Lucas Blackmer, who's been a great addition to our in-crowd stuff in the last year as well. So Lucas and Shane, thank you for helping to make this event all possible. And of course, Tabala Event Center for also catching the vision for this and giving us a good deal on the event space. So I don't know that I could be any more excited than I am, Tracey.
I know, I can tell, Greg.
Yeah.
So crazy.
I'm just so pleased to see how far we've come in a year. It's amazing.
I want to put in the chat real quick the link to the Facebook event page. I know that's kind of gobbledygook on the screen right now, but the link that you're seeing is in the chat if you're following us on Rumble, YouTube, or Facebook, our Facebook Incrowd815 podcast page. If you're watching this on the Facebook In-Crowd networking group page, you probably won't see this, or my personal page, or the other pages that this goes out to, LinkedIn, X, Instagram. For some reason, those platforms don't connect with Restream yet to show stuff like this. So the links won't show up, but on Rumble and YouTube and our Facebook pages, it does. And you can just click on the link, go right to the event page. And tickets this time, our early bird tickets to be in the audience and witness this whole thing, are only $15 up through November 5th. I think that's when that cuts off and then goes to the $20 general admission ticket. So buy those early. Why do you want to buy an audience ticket to watch 12 teams compete in a karaoke trivia contest? Well, it's freaking entertaining. Not just
Really,
we are a riot. We are a riot.
And the trivia questions you can play vicariously, and kind of keep your own scores and see how you do if you are one of the teams playing. But on top of that, this time around, each person in the audience, when they get to the event, they're going to get a raffle ticket. So all those little blue raffle tickets where you keep one and the other one goes into a raffle basket. Well, this one's going into a basket to potentially play a game we're calling Triv or Care. You may have played Truth or Dare once upon a time, but you're going to get an opportunity to play Triv or Care. We have 10 envelopes stuffed full of cash and prizes for audience members to potentially win. And if you're fun. Yeah, so if your raffle ticket is picked, we're going to pull you out of the audience and give you the opportunity to answer a trivia question or sing a snippet of a karaoke song. Not a whole song, but a snippet of a popular karaoke song. The trivia questions on these envelopes are all going to be trivia questions that Tom has previously used on this very podcast. So if you've watched us this year and played along with those, you've heard these questions already before.
Just remember, there are 206 bones in the human body. That one probably won't be on there, right?
That one
won't forget that one.
No.
But the envelope, should you win the envelope, we have gift cards from Landscape Connection, from Dragonfly and Company, from Lucha Cantina, a prize from PC Tech to You. We're also going to have $100 cash in a few of these envelopes and $100 towards your favorite not-for-profit. So even in the audience, you could potentially win money for your favorite not-for-profit. So is that not motivation enough? One more thing to motivate you to buy tickets. When you buy your ticket for this event, thanks to Ticket Bud, there's going to be a drop-down menu that says, which not-for-profit are you coming to support the most at this event? So when you pick that not-for-profit, the not-for-profit with the most votes by the event date is also going to win a $500 prize just for getting the most people at the event. How about, are you doing
I love
any
that.
calculating here? We're getting pretty close to our $10,000 goal of prize money just with this event alone in 1 year. So
You had a
way to
big bowl
go.
of chocolate and a new teddy bear, and you're going to have everything covered.
It's
Two
so
of my
much
favorite
fun.
things.
It's so much fun. So if you have not yet gotten your tickets, get your tickets now and join us on November 13th at Tabala. It's going to be a lot of fun. 7 p.m. Doors open at 6, and we got some great celebrity judges that are also going to help make this a fun time. Chelsea from the Chelsea and Friends Morning Show on B103. We have Garrett Rapp, the lead singer from The Color Morale, who traveled the country at the Warp Tour back in the day. He's an awesome lead singer, a great chief judge. Mark Henderson, and a Rammy winner. Mark Henderson from Mark's Weather Hub. He's been all over Facebook and YouTube with his new Weather Hub this year. And so he's going to be one of our celebrity judges. And the great Whitney Martin, who we've loved on TV for years and now is running Made for Rockford with the GoRockford.com team. So come on. Am I missing anything? Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
We're totally thrilled about this. So thanks again, Tracey, for making this all happen, for being the spark that started this fire.
Absolutely. Yes. You should have an applause button in.
I don't.
Oh, applause.
I do have some confetti I can throw.
Confetti. I love that.
There we go.
Cool.
So, all right. Well, is there anything that we missed today, Tracey, that you want to make sure we touch on before we let you go about your weekend? I'm sure you got stuff to do this weekend.
Well, I have to clean up after the Halloween party. I love Incrowd, have always loved Incrowd, and you, Greg, have taken this to the next level, and I'm here to support all of it.
That's awesome. Well, it's been a lot of fun,
without you.
Let's keep on rolling. So we will see you soon, if not before, definitely November 13th at Tabala.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good one. Our big number of the week, race to 10, has Tom and Greg tied at a score of 1 apiece. And did you send me you didn't send me your guess yet, did you?
I did.
You did. All right. So that's done. And there's this one. Okay. You have picked your answer. Paisley or paper is the options today. So if you want to put in the chat real quick your guess, we're going to be giving away these t-shirts eventually, I'm telling you. So throw your guess in the chat. Country star Brad Paisley. Did you think that's where I was going with this, Tom?
No, absolutely not.
You were thinking
Had I known
pattern.
that, I would have probably changed something else. I was thinking the pattern. Like how many Paisley patterns were sold this past? I don't know.
Country star Brad Paisley. I've said this before. No disrespect to anybody or anything. I've said this before. There's very few people that I think I would want to trade lives with for a day just to experience their life. Brad Paisley's one of those guys. He's an amazing guitar player, an amazing songwriter, an amazing performer. I'd love to experience a day in the life of Brad Paisley, like on a show day, and be Brad Paisley. I think he's awesome. And if he's at your party, you got to know that your party is probably going to go late into the night, because there have been 2 World Series games that has gone 18 innings. Only 2. So twice as long as a normal game. Guess who performed the national anthem at both of those games?
I'm going to go Brad Paisley.
Mr. Brad Paisley. Monday night's epic between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. And there was another one back in 2018 that Brad Paisley sung the national anthem for, and it went 18 innings. I'm going to take the point. Charmin's Forever Roll, Tom, the largest toilet paper roll comes in at $35 for a 2-pack. It also includes a stainless steel holder, and guess how many sheets is on the Forever Roll? 1,700 toilet paper sheets.
It's rigged.
It's rigged. It promises to last for a month. I don't know how it can be promised to that because it doesn't know how many people are in your house or how many people are using your bathroom, but that's what they say. Charmin says when fully unspooled, the roll would be as tall as the Washington Monument.
Dang.
That's a lot of toilet paper. So,
Well, yeah, you figure each sheet is maybe 4 inches. So
yeah, 3 by 3, 4 by
1,700
4.
times 4 inches. I don't know how much that would be. The Washington Monument is about 400 feet high, maybe something like that. So I suppose, yeah, it makes sense.
It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. All right, so there you go. That's our big number of the week this week. And
Wah, 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 wah. I lose again.
Next week here on the program, we're going to be talking with Eric Fish. Fish runs something called the Fish Abled Foundation. What does the Fish Abled Foundation do? Well, you'll have to tune in next Saturday morning to find out from our new buddy Eric. As far as this weekend goes, the Packers are playing at home again.
That's right.
They're at home again, and I think it's the noon game.
This is the first time all year we've had a home noon start at Lambeau, and we're game 8, halfway through the season. One game shy of halfway through because, well, there is no halfway point now.
Not
It'd be
anymore.
the second half of next week, the halftime of next week's game.
Thank you,
Anyway.
17-week schedule.
Yeah, it drives me nuts. It does.
That's all right. That's all right.
So much to get used to.
I've heard that this Sunday's game between the Packers and the Panthers is being titled "The Silence of the Lambeau." They think that the Packers will silence the Panthers and blow them out. Is that your prediction, Tom?
Well, yes and no. Let me explain. We thought we were going to blow out the Cowboys. We thought we were going to blow out the Cleveland Browns. We thought we were going to blow out Arizona. We did beat them, but we didn't. I wouldn't call it a blowout because that game was fairly close. They were winning 17-10, if I'm correct. Back, or 16, something like that. I think it was 17-10, and we had to have that first down by Tucker Kraft. Anyway, and then we thought we were going to blow out the Steelers, which we actually did have a pretty complete game against. The
pretty controlled that second half anyway.
Yeah, but we were also down 16 to 7 at the half. So we haven't really put together a complete game yet. So do I think we're going to beat Carolina? Yes. Do I think we're going to blow them away? I'm not sure. I think we are going to move. We're going to pull away at the end. I'm predicting 33-16. That's what I'm predicting. And that's been my prediction. That is a blowout, yes, but I think it's going to be tough early. I think halftime it could be 21-10, 21-13, something along those lines. It's going to be a close game. Carolina gets the ball in the second half. They come down. Maybe they kick a field goal, whatever. Now it's 21-16. I mean, we have played down to our competition and we played up to our competition. You expect to play up to your competition. That's what good teams do. But playing down to your competition is the worst thing you can do because all of a sudden you're letting them hang around, and all of a sudden the stinger hits you in the fourth quarter when it's 8.5 minutes left and you're actually down 19-16 and you're going in for what you think is going to be the game-winning, the go-ahead touchdown. And it's a tipped ball, and the guy runs it back to the 40-yard line, and then they convert on a touchdown, and now it's 26-16. Oh my God, what just happened? So that's how these things can turn on a dime. That's what happens when you let teams hang around. That's what happens when you play down to your competition. And a team like Carolina, who has a mediocre defense and a mediocre offense, but they put together 3 wins in a row, and they're 4-4. So, no, I take that back. They were 4-3. They just got absolutely boat raced by
Colts? Was it the Colts?
It wasn't the Colts. It was Buffalo. Buffalo, 40-9. Or 40-6, 40-9, 40-9. They just got boat raced by the Bills. And then so this is what we need to do. And I have been saying for years, along with 100 other people, and I think you may have even agreed with me, Matt LaFleur does not know how to put the dagger, as Wayne Larrabee would say, into him. He doesn't know how
Yeah.
to close it out. He gets conservative midway through the third quarter when we've got a 20-7 lead. No, because 20-7 becomes 20-14, just like that.
And that,
It
yeah.
happened in a couple of games this year where all of a sudden, the Washington game, we were up 24-7, and they got a touchdown, or 24-13, and they got a touchdown, and it was 24-20 or something like that. I don't remember. These games all run together. I should remember this, but
Someone provide Tom with score timelines.
no, the only reason I'm not remembering is because I hadn't thought about it yet. I didn't know if we'd go into that direction. But anyway, the point is they're not putting people away, and this is the one knock on Matt LaFleur. He's got to learn to put your foot on the throat of your opponent, and this is what Bill Belichick used to do. This is what Dan Campbell does. And I have a feeling Ben Johnson's going to do the same thing with the Bears. If the Bears can figure it all out and finally put together what looks like a full game. No disrespect to the Bears. I think they've got a good organization going now. They got a good thing going. So,
well, I think this is the week. I think this is the week that the blow up. Here's my prediction. We see Malik Willis play quarterback in the fourth quarter. I think the Packers are up so much, 38-3 or something crazy like that by the start of the fourth quarter, where Jordan Love gets to sit out the fourth quarter, and we get to see Malik do his magic on the Lambeau Field gridiron.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be awesome. Okay, so it was 20-7, and then Washington scored a touchdown and made it, and that was the Zach Ertz touchdown. That shouldn't have happened. They took it down the field in the second half. Zach Ertz scores a touchdown. Now it's 20-14. Now you are one pick six away from trailing in this game at home on a Thursday night, and that was when I'm like, wait a minute. We had an opportunity to run the ball down their throat and make it 27-7. And now there's your dagger. Now all bets are off. But Matt LaFleur, but here's what I will say to that. Matt LaFleur, I think, is starting to figure it out. Year 7, I hope so. He's starting to let Jordan Love do his thing and be Jordan Love. You realize Jordan Love, he had 3 touchdowns, 360 yards passing, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions, 0 turnovers, and there was one other stat. I can't remember what it was.
20 completions in a row.
20 completions in a row. I'm telling you, this guy is not just ready for prime time. He is prime time.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing to me, what Jordan Love did, and the fact that Matt LaFleur let him do it. You cannot continue to pound Josh Jacobs to the right, to the left, to the right. It's like a cha-cha slide. To the right, to the right, to the left, to the left. No, you can't do the cha-cha slide and expect your number 1 running back, one of the top 3 in the game, to be healthy at the end of the year in 2 to 3 to 4 years to come. In this current situation, Josh Jacobs will probably be out of football in about 5 years.
Yeah,
you cannot continue to ground and pound like that. You have to let Jordan Love throw to Tucker Kraft, who, by the way, is the number 1 receiver for YAC, which is yards after catch.
Yes, it's hard to tackle.
He's got like 165 yards after catch.
So
the next closest is 110, 111, something like that. Numbers are a little off. I don't have them in front of me, but that's he's blowing them away. It's like Michael Jordan versus the rest of the thing. Tucker Kraft is the best tight end in football.
He is right now, for sure.
Right now, top 3. Top 3.
I know Kelsey's still playing. He's at the end of his getting at the end of his rope. Kittle's still playing. He's been injured. He's having issues. Name a better tight end than Tucker Kraft.
It's 2 weeks before football season starts, and you're doing your draft, and you've got George Kittle, you've got Tucker Kraft, you've got Travis Kelce, you've got Mark Andrews, you've got Brock Bowers, and you've got Tyler Ward. Who you picking? I'm going Tucker Kraft.
Good
Tucker
craft.
Kraft all day long.
Awesome.
He
Awesome.
is just, he's amazing. He's amazing. And he's a great guy, too. You
Yeah.
ever listen to him? You ever watch it?
Oh,
He's a great guy.
he's
This is what I love so much about the Packers. They're loaded with really, really good guys. Do you see how Jordan Love is with kids on the sidelines, and the stands, and all that? He went up to a kid in a wheelchair, gave him a football, signed his jersey, and sat there, put his arm around him, and took a selfie with, a picture with him,
yeah,
and all of that. The guy is special. The
he
guy is
is.
special, and I think Matt LaFleur is saying, "Okay, okay, okay, I will. Yes, fine. I'm going to give you one quick analogy, and you're going to get it after this if you don't already have it. The reason the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl when Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers, Bruce Arians is a quality coach.
Yep.
Bruce Arians went up to Tom Brady when they were 7-5, and he said, "Tom, 7-5, yes, 12 games into the season." He said, "Tom, no, I take that back. I want to say it was week 8. They might have been like 3-5, 4-5, something like that." And he said, "Tom, I'm going to give you more of the reins of the offense. I know you know what you're doing. You're going to be a coach one day. I'm giving you more of the reins." Tom Brady took it over. And you know how Tom Brady, he's intense. And he's
Yeah.
a brilliant, and I mean
Call your
brilliant.
audible. Whatever your audible is, call your
Absolutely.
audible.
He is a brilliant offensive mind. You just, I'm not so much sold on his announcing. I think
Yeah.
Greg Olson got kind of screwed. I
I'd
really
rather
do.
see
They
Greg
should have brought him.
Olson. Yeah.
I would too. I thought Greg Olson was the best. But anyway, Tom Brady will get his he will get his feet if he doesn't already have it. It's his second year now, third year, second year, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's his second year. Anyway, he then turned them into a 7-5 team, and they're still kind of floundering, and one more loss, and you're 7-6. They went on a tear, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl. And that was Bruce Arians saying, "Okay, I'm going to step aside. I'm going to let you have more control over this offense, like you said, audibilizing and all that." Because there's one
Yeah.
thing that Tom Brady's good at. It's coming to the line and going, "Okay, you got 54 there. He's going to come after me. You got here. You got these. These are going to drop back into double coverage. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Gronkowski, you're going across the middle. I'm going to hit you with a 15-yarder, and you're going to score a touchdown, or you're going to get 22 yards out of it." That was the greatness of Tom Brady. Now,
And that's the special talent. Yeah, that's the special
It is a
talent that
special
Jordan
talent.
Love is growing into.
Oh, is he ever?
Yeah.
He is. I'm going to,
learning these defenses.
and I think that is okay. But there's also one other thing that I think separates Jordan Love from Tom Brady. And I'm not suggesting that that Jordan Love's better than Tom Brady. But there's one other thing that's going to sustain him and has sustained him. Jordan Love could throw a pick, and it's like, all right, well, let's go back at it. He doesn't get rattled.
No.
He doesn't get rattled.
No.
Now, I know somebody will say, "Yeah, but did you see that interception he threw?" No, the one he threw to Kirby Joseph a couple of years ago in the Detroit game, when he flips the ball, he was trying to throw it out of bounds, trying to avoid the sack, and he was blocked by the guy. He didn't see Kirby Joseph there, and it went for a pick six. And then it happened again in, I want to say, the Washington game or the Cincinnati game. Not Cincinnati, because we wouldn't have played them 2 years ago. Tennessee, maybe, whatever. Anyway, those are the things that he has learned from. He sits back there, and by the way, he's got an 89% completion rate when he's not pressured. When the offensive line is doing their thing, 89%. It's 89 adjusted for drops and throwaways. It's 87% for just pure passing ability. Look around, find your guy, boom, there you go. There's Tucker Kraft. That's another 22 yards. So Jordan Love is absolutely amazing. And that throw he threw to Christian Watson, yeah, I mean, we've said this before. It isn't just a great throw. It's a great route run by Christian Watson. These two have a chemistry like you wouldn't believe. They've played together essentially 2 seasons now, because this year, this is Christian Watson's first game. He missed a couple of games last year, but the year before he missed most of the season. So they haven't played together that much, but they have a chemistry between them. Jordan Love knew that Christian Watson would fall under that ball. He got it out there enough. There was a defender here and a defender here. He got it out there enough so Christian Watson can run right under it. There's a reason why they call it offense.
Beautiful.
You're on the offensive.
It was
And
beautiful.
when you're on defense, you're on the defensive. So you don't know where that ball is going. Jordan Love does. Christian Watson does. That's why that pass was complete. And it was down to the 7-yard line. Christian Watson is the X factor on this offense right now. He's back.
He's got the
Jay
speed.
Reed's
He
coming
stays
back.
healthy. He's going to be trouble. Yeah.
He'll be healthy.
He's got the speed.
The hamstring, or not the hamstring, the Achilles injury, I believe it was, that's healed. The hamstring injury they figured out last year. It was an imbalance in his muscle tone. They
Yeah.
balanced it out. It was like 20% to 8%. They balanced it out to like 20% to 18%. I don't know all the logistics.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor. I just play one on the podcast, maybe. I don't know. But that's what happened there. And Christian Watson's injury last year was late in the season. It was, I think it was in the Philadelphia game, was it not? In the playoff game?
Might have been.
Because we lost Jaden Reed, we lost Christian Watson, and we lost, I want to say, Romeo Dobbs in that game.
I
He had
think
a
Dobbs went
concussion.
out too. Yeah.
We lost three, and still the game was 16-10 in the fourth quarter, and we had the ball. We could have and should have won that game. And if you remember, I'll quit with this. If you remember the very first, no, I'm lying. I won't quit unless you tell me to.
We need to wrap up. I gotta
First,
go.
okay, no, that's fine. But the very first play of the, I encourage you to go back to YouTube. Any of listeners, viewers, whatever,
Watch
go
those
back
highlights.
to YouTube and do opening kickoff, Green Bay, Philadelphia, 2025 playoff. Because it was January. Keyshawn Nixon, who got the thing. He had the ball. He had fumbled it sort of, but he grabbed it. He has it in his hands. And then the scrum starts. And then Brad Allen, Mr. Brad Allen, the guy who was in charge of the Detroit-Dallas fiasco a couple of years ago that really screwed Detroit. I was happy for him. But he was the one that was in charge of that. He got sanctioned for the playoffs in 2023. Well, he did the playoff game for Green Bay this past year. And he's done Green Bay games this year. Why is he still an NFL ref? Why? He said after further review that was a fumble. No, it wasn't. You could see Keyshawn Nixon had the ball on the ground. Play is over. Play is dead. Right then and there. Play is down. And replay couldn't get it right. I hate instant replay. I really do. So anyway,
this
replay,
this rapid replay assist thing now has been actually pretty darn good. That's been pretty awesome to see because they've corrected some stuff rather quickly now.
They have, and I've always been very much against the throw the red flag and you get charged a timeout if you lose.
Yeah,
no, I think you should just be able to throw the red flag twice in a game. You don't get charged a timeout if you lose. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Because why should I, as a coach, have to make up for your mistake when you clearly missed it? 100 million people watching. Okay, maybe
a lot of people watching.
A lot of people watching are like, no, he had the ball. You could see it.
Come on.
Well, after further review, we're going to overturn that call. and then the guy who challenged it, or we're not going to overturn it, is what I mean. Yeah. The guy who challenged it loses a timeout, and you still got it wrong.
Boo.
Don't even get me started on that.
Well, Packers, Panthers, noon kickoff this Sunday, and then they got a home game after that as well. So the next
against Philly.
And
it's Monday Night Football.
That'll be a big one.
Okay, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Your prediction for tomorrow?
Well, they're going to be ahead enough that Malik's going to play in the fourth quarter. So I don't know exactly what.
Oh, you did say that. So what's your final? You said it was like it could be 38-3.
Yeah, sometime in the third quarter, and it'll be like, all right.
Well, the only thing we have to watch out for is Rico Dowdell.
Rico.
He's pretty doggone good. He's their running back now, and you also have Chuba Hubbard if Chuba Hubbard comes back. That might be a 1-2 punch that might be a little difficult for the Packers. And if Bryce Young comes back, that could be trouble. Because if you remember, a couple of years ago, it was the 23 season when we beat Carolina 33-30. We squeaked by. We had to have a game-winning field goal. Was that Mason Crosby's last year?
Mm-hmm.
No, he's been gone for longer than that. I don't remember who it was. It wasn't. Oh, it was Anders Carlson. It was Anders Carlson. That's right. He did kick the winning field goal, I believe.
Yeah, it's time.
Or no, we had gotten rid of him by then. We had gotten rid of him. No, we didn't. Anyway, forget I said anything.
Hey, I got to run. Again, thanks to Paulina Zukowski from WLM Associates Painting for joining us and sponsoring the December 3rd big event that's coming up at the Ross Pearson VFW post for our annual Christmas party and fundraiser for Veteran Smile. Tracey Fults from Medicare 411 for sponsoring our November 13th Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest. Really looking forward to that in less than 2 weeks now. And next week, Eric Fish from the Fish Abled Foundation joins us here on the Incrowd815 podcast. Remember, you change the world when you help one person, so be a blessing to someone today and every day this week. We'll try to do the same. Meet you back here for another Incrowd815 podcast, everybody. Thanks, Tom. We'll catch you later, buddy.
All right. We'll see you later, buddy.
Bye.
815